Hello, District 303 staff, and welcome to the first Remote Learning Planning Day. This presentation will take you through the remote professional learning component of this planning day. As you know, the District 303 Remote Learning Plan designates days for the development, review, and amending of the district's remote learning plan. In order to provide clarity and consistency between staff, part of these planning days will be dedicated to the professional growth of the staff centered around remote learning practices. In this brief introduction, you will learn about the plans for these days, as well as staff expectations for this professional learning. The goal for this professional learning is to support your learning as remote instructors. This includes identifying effective practices for remote learning, as well as building skills with technology tools. On the Friday professional learning days, two modules will be shared. Each module is designed to be no more than 45 minutes in length. You are expected to complete both modules. Fridays are the designated day for this professional learning, but like our students, you have the ability to complete this work at a time that best meets your needs. Remember that these professional learning modules are designed to assist you in providing the best possible service to our students. So please utilize these opportunities to shape your practice as much as possible.
The resources and ideas for remote learning have been both extremely helpful and completely overwhelming. We have collected information from a range of sources and identified the information that best supports students in remote learning. Then we categorize the information about remote learning into the 8 practices identified in the D303 playbook. Whether face-to-face or remote, these practices continue to define effective instruction in our classrooms. We've designed this professional learning series with the following success indicators in mind. First, as you move through the modules, you will see many of the tips provided affirm work you have already done. Your work to set up remote learning since March 17th aligns with many recommendations about working in digital environments. Pat yourself on the back for already having many great practices in place. Next, this professional learning is designed to help you identify areas for growth. Within each module, you'll find different options to learn a new skill or deepen your knowledge. Pick one focus from each module to build your remote learning practices. Finally, you will take your new learning and apply it to your remote learning planning. You'll work on putting your new knowledge and skills into your next week of remote learning.
The D303 Remote Learning website is the district's one-stop shop for resources and information about remote learning. You will access the professional learning modules from this site. From the professional development page, new modules will be highlighted for each Friday's professional learning day. Simply click on the image to get started. Each module focuses on one practice from the D303 playbook. The first two modules will be Building Relationships and Remote Environment. In each module, you will pace yourself through a Google Slides presentation. First, read through the slides of tips for remote learning. Notice what you've already been doing in your digital practices and give yourself a high five. You do know what you're doing. Many tips and instructional practices described in this professional learning series can be found in our slides, and we hope you notice our modeling. For instance, we know the importance of making connections in learning. You will find opportunities to stop and reflect through an embedded Google form. We also encourage you to participate in the Padlet in each module to collaborate on remote learning practices. Once you've reviewed the slides, reflect on an area of growth from one of the provided tips. Use the resources suggested or access your own to go in depth on one focus area. Remember, don't follow all of our hyperlinks. Set one attainable goal for learning and learn something new during this time. Finally, put your takeaways from your focus area into your remote learning planning for next week. In all, plan to spend up to 45 minutes on each module to affirm what you're already doing, identify a learning target for yourself, and apply and sustain new learning in your remote learning instructional practices. Finally, if you have ideas for other topics you'd like to see addressed in this professional learning series, please access the Parking Lot Google form located at the end of the Professional Development webpage.
Another strategy we are modeling in this professional learning is how badging can be used in instruction. You will have the opportunity to earn badges as you complete each module. Our students are motivated by earning badges, and you can experience this yourself as you track your completion of modules each week. On the Remote Learning website, you will find a link for a file to keep your badges in. At the end of each module, to show your evidence of learning, complete the Google form and share your feedback and a takeaway that you had from your learning. Once the form is completed, a completion badge will be sent to your email address. After you get your badge emailed to you, copy and paste your badge into the collection page. Collecting badges is optional, but we hope you can collect these for yourself to show how you have accomplished your work over the past weeks. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, remember there are many avenues of support in D303. These links will be available at the end of each module. Reach out. We are all ready to work together.